In this video, I'm going to answer very important questions that a lot of homeowners have asked me in the past. Should you show your insurance estimate to your roofer? The short answer is yes, but as you know, it probably depends on many factors. Not every roofer is the same. Some roofers truly don't know what they're talking about, and roofers have different business models as well. So if you asking this question, I want to have a conversation with you and I want to give you a few tips. What should you do if you do have insurance paperwork, maybe even a check on your hands? Should you trust that roofer to go over it and work directly with the insurance company, or should you get 3-4 estimates to bid on the insurance job? But let's start with the more important questions about your motives. Why are you asking this question? If you are asking the question to save money on insurance claim, unfortunately, I have to tell you, hard truth, it's illegal, it's immoral, and in most situations, it's not the right thing what to do. Insurance companies are not your friend like you see in commercials. They rarely overpay claims. Most of the time, they underpay. Unfortunately, homeowners look at insurance claims often as a lottery ticket. You're getting something for free. You have hail damage, you have storm damage. Now, insurance company is giving you money and you think at those amounts as a bonus. It might sound like large amount. Let's say you have a fire claim, or you have a flood, or you have a major water leak. An insurance company wrote you a check for $50,000. And now you're going all crazy thinking about, well, what if I get it done for cheaper than that? What if I do it for $40,000? First thing first, even if you're able to do that, if you find someone who will do it for less, you're saving your insurance company's money, and you will have to pretty much commit insurance fraud. You will have to come up with a fake invoicing to actually get full $50,000. So if insurance company is paying you $50,000 for that claim, and you're getting the work done for $40,000, that $10,000 does not go to your pocket. It goes to insurance company saving account, right? Because they were willing to pay a little bit more. And ask yourself, why did you go with the cheapest bidder? Why did you go with someone who maybe not as qualified, not as professional? Because I promise you this, cheap contractors, I mean, some of them are good, but most of them are cheap for a reason. I don't want to talk bad about everybody who's always the cheapest bidder. There are definitely good guys out there, hardworking guys, maybe people who don't have overhead, but overall, good work is not cheap. That's the rule of thumb for me. When I want to hire someone on my property, whether it's a pool, fence, landscaping, I don't want to go with the cheapest guy. I want to go with someone who knows what they're talking about, a true professional. And usually people who take pride in their work charge enough for it not to be at the bottom of the bids. You probably want to stay somewhere in the middle. I'm not saying that you have to go with the most expensive bid, but overall, try to really examine who is in front of you and why they're the cheapest. Insurance claims are very precise. They will tell you exactly how much it costs to remove, how much will it cost to buy the materials, how much will it cost to repair. And most of the time, that insurance adjuster is going to miss a few items here and there. They will pay market price, market rates. They're not going to go above and beyond. It's pretty much very direct. We use a software called Xactimate. Most contractors who work with insurance claims work with the same software. It's called Xactimate. 22 out of 25 insurance companies are using it, and most insurance restoration contractors who work with insurance companies are using the same software. And contractor job usually is to find what initially adjuster missed. As simple as that. Now, the biggest tip that I can give you is read the person who is in front of you. Your job is to identify what kind of contractor is in front of you. Is he a remodeler or is he insurance restorator? You can do it by asking him questions about his business, going on his website or listening to his presentation. Companies who are specializing in insurance claims are the ones that you should just give the paperwork and say, okay, you deal with it. Now, we do have another group of contractors who wouldn't mind to work with insurance claims, but they don't know how to work with insurance. And those are maybe who should not see your insurance paperwork. I know I'm contradicting myself, but the reality is not every contractor should be trusted with insurance paperwork, because there are a lot of guys who've never worked with the insurance claims in their lifetime. They don't know how to deal with adjuster. They don't know how to supplement insurance company. They don't know how to manage that claim. If they're the cheapest bidder on the retail end, they're probably not going to charge enough and probably not going to do and understand scope of work what insurance companies are actually paying for. And then if you hire them and they will take that claim and do the work that they are capable of doing, now your property probably not going to be restored to previous condition, because if insurance company is willing to pay $40,000 and now you have someone who's doing the work for, let's say, $20,000, why did you save $20,000 to your insurance company? You know, yes, work was done, but did they do everything they're supposed to do? Because when the insurance company is paying you, you should take advantage of that claim. You should make sure that everything in the scope of work, every single item is getting done. You never know when's the next time you might have a claim on your house. It's your house. It's your biggest asset. Do it right. Be very thorough about scope of work, what insurance company is paying for, what contractor is doing or not doing. As a matter of fact, few items on that insurance scope, you probably can do it yourself. If you like to paint, if you like to stain your deck, you can actually take some items and get paid by insurance companies. So there's nothing wrong with it. You're allowed to do that. But don't let your cheap contractor who doesn't understand how insurance companies work just submit typical bid. For example, what I see a lot happening in the roofing industry, insurance company might be paying you for gutters, for soffits, for quite a few other things, for decks that's been damaged after the hail. A roofer will come in and only will do the roofing portion, nothing else. An insurance company is willing to pay, let's say, $30,000, but the roofer is only charging you $18,000, and that $12,000 that could go to improve your property, now it just left in the air and pretty much saved by your insurance company. It's your house and you do what you feel is right for you. I know if that would be my house, I would hire professional company who bills insurance companies what they should bill insurance company and take care of all the scope of work on my house. To summarize my answer, if you have insurance claim on your hands, maybe even a check, interview contractor in front of you. Make sure he understands how to work with insurance companies. Ask a lot of questions. If you don't trust him, do not give him paperwork. But once you find a contractor who is a true expert with dealing with insurance companies, give them the paperwork. Don't worry about the details. Let them handle that claim. And to find contractors that I recommend, go to directory.com. Every contractor on the list comes with a $20,000 guarantee. You will not be screwed. And if you need my help to maybe review your estimate, I'm going to put my information below. We'll do that as well. Send us those bids and we'll give you our recommendation who we think is the better fit for you. See you guys in the next video.